It's a new morning. Today I plan to finish a painting that I started, work on some YouTube videos, but first drink my coffee. My morning routine usually starts with waking up, making my coffee, opening the windows to let in a little bit of sunshine, making my list of things to do for the day, and getting started.
Kind of got a better position of the lighting, and I also fixed my hair to make it look a little bit less weird. So, trying again. Good morning, you guys. What is going on? I am back in the studio. I am going to be working on this picture. I actually started it about a year and a half ago, and I thought it was finished after 3 months. I even posted a whole video on YouTube about it with a poem to go along with it and kind of a artsy kind of film. But then I looked at it for a couple months and I was like, I don't think it's quite finished. So I started to add some more color to the background. I think for most artists, no matter how much time you spend on a project, you usually end up feeling like it's not quite good enough, or you still could have done better, or you could do more work. So this is this piece for me, or this is that piece for me. And I'm gonna be working on it today. I thought that it needs some more detailing done in the mind, because this picture is all about what is going on in the mind. There are so many things going on today. Speaking of, I didn't post it in my last video. Some of you might not understand that I could be painting and chilling at this time, but I am living in Ukraine, in the western part, right now. I don't want to go off into a tangent over here on that because this video is about this painting, so I promise to post more about living in Ukraine at this time in the next video. Pinky swear. So until then, I am gonna get started. Wish me luck. I don't know if it's too weird to say this, but I feel that having lived through the pandemic, you kind of feel like anything is possible, and you can't really spend the whole day sitting down and feeling sorry for yourself and doom scrolling through the news. And during the first 2 weeks of the war, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat, I couldn't paint, I couldn't sing, I couldn't do shit. But then I was like, okay, this is gonna go on for a while, and I can do two things. I can either just sit at home and I can worry about it all day, or I can try to get creative and do something useful with my time, because this is also time that I am not gonna get back. So I kind of started living every single day to the full, trying to do as much as I can to put my art out there, to stay creative, to be there for the people that I love, and now to post YouTube videos because it's a way of putting myself out there while I can.
One of the things that I really love about art is that you can really never go wrong. Whenever I travel, I usually try to visit some of the local art exhibitions, and I like to get an idea of getting inside of different people's heads when you see their artwork. Some people's artwork is very flamboyant, they use a lot of color. Other people keep it a little bit more gray themed, less colored, a little bit more calm. But as you see different artists' work, you get an understanding that there is no right and wrong. There is really only your perception of what is. And right now, my perception of what is that I would like to put all my imagination, all the crazy things I could think of to fill in all the details in this canvas right now. I think for me, in the last few years, art has also become a form of escapism, to forget the times and the circumstances which you kind of have no power over and you're out of your control. At least on a canvas, the paintbrushes are in my control, the colors are in my control, so let me put my creativity and my imagination where I can make some changes, which I like, if that makes any sense. Sometimes I feel like the difference between a finished painting and an unfinished painting is just putting in a little extra effort, taking some more time to really fill it out, fine-tune those extra details. It doesn't have to be a very sharp painting, it can even be a little bit more abstract and not very fine-tuned edges, but you really want to fill it out and make sure it tells a complete story. At least that's the approach that I found works for me when I'm doing my surreal art pieces, because I start off with a basic idea, and then as I work the canvas I feel, this could be tweaked a little bit, that could be added to make it a little bit more exciting and tell a bigger story. Along with really using your imagination to come up with a creative, surreal art piece, sometimes it becomes tricky because what you imagined when you first started the painting you don't really like by the time you're finished. I don't know if that happens to anyone else, but when I first started this piece in this particular area, there was first a watermelon with sunglasses, and then I changed it and it was a paper airplane. I can't remember what I made it in between, but now it's these two little floating jellyfishes. And I think I'm quite happy with them, so they are here to stay. Here's another example of me coming up with ideas on the fly as I paint the canvas. So I was painting and I just thought, hey, did you guys ever think that maybe the moon is just an old sailor who's kind of ticked off that he can't go back to sea? Anyway, that was my thought when I was painting today, so I thought let me add in some extra detail to make the moon tell a little story of his own. So today, finally, 1 week after I said that I was going to finish this painting, I finally finished it. Ta-da! So I don't know if you can see all of the details, which I did. I could show you in a closer up portion, but I'm pretty sure you've already seen it because I made the entire video about it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this painting and the time spent painting it with me. If you are new to this channel, please do like and subscribe, hit the little bell icon. I can't really believe that I'm saying all this because when you start your own YouTube channel, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. So, see you in the next video. Hopefully the next painting which I make will go a little bit faster than the 2 years that this painting took to make, but I was between countries and yeah. So, see you in the next video. Bye.